This is Mr. Hanna. Welcome to What the Format. Today we're going to talk about subtracting fractions. Now I know you saw that I made a video on adding fractions, and it's normal to think, wait a minute, aren't adding and subtracting the same thing? Well, they certainly have the same rule. You have to have a common denominator to subtract fractions. But remember, signed numbers, you have to follow those rules. Now usually we apply the sign rules to integers. And if you go back and look, I do have a video that tells you what to do with numbers that are the same sign or opposite signs. The reason why I'm including a subtracting fractions video is because normally when you're looking at integers, determining which one's bigger is pretty self-explanatory. -9 plus 6. Well, 9 is bigger than 6. So you put that on top. 9 minus 6 is 3. Keep the sign of the bigger number, which is -9. So -3 is your answer. You're done. With fractions, it's not so easy to tell which the bigger one is. Usually, there's a trick to it. You could do it right at the beginning, but you already have to find the common denominator anyway. So once you find the common denominator, you're going to know which one's bigger. Which one's bigger? The one with the bigger numerator, because once the denominator is the same, the bigger numerator is the bigger fraction. So last video, when I did adding fractions, we had a 9, 7. Here we have 6 and 9. So following our process, we start with 9. 6 doesn't go into 9. 18. Oh, 6 goes into 18. Luckily, we stopped right there. There's your common denominator. So to get to 18, we times by 2. What we do to the bottom, we do to the top. We times this by 3. What we do to the bottom, we do to the top. Now, this is going to give us 14 over 18 minus 15 over 18. Now, right away, you can see this is the bigger fraction. Okay? What that means is 15 is the bigger number. So I'm going to put minus 15 here, plus 14 here. 15 minus 14 is 1. It's 15 is bigger, so it's going to be a -1. So now your answer is -1 over 18. Okay, so very similar to adding fractions, only when you get to the common denominator, you have to determine which one's bigger and then do your subtraction. Okay, as you can see, if I do it this way, it's not too bad. Okay, I get my answer. I found the lowest common denominator, so I know it's simplified. I don't have to worry about that. And there you go. Now, could you have done 6 times 9 is 54? Yes. But once you got to here, you would have had a common factor that you would have needed to factor out to reduce it. Okay? If you want to try it that way with the 6 times 9, 54, and see what you get, and see if you can reduce it to -1 over 18, which it should reduce to, be my guest. Go ahead. And if that's an easier way to do it for you, go ahead and do it that way. But this is the lowest common denominator way. This is the way most of your teachers are going to expect you to do it. So hopefully this helps with subtracting fractions combined with the adding fractions. Hopefully getting a common denominator is making more sense. How to handle positive and negative numbers together makes more sense. If it doesn't, you need to keep practicing. Don't give up. Watch the videos again, go through it again. Maybe it takes you a day or two or a week or a month, but figuring this out is worth it. Because having numbers that are the same or opposite signs in different formats, fractions, decimals, or integers, there's no escaping it in algebra and higher. You're going to deal with those kind of numbers all the time. The sooner you become comfortable with it, the easier and less scary math will be. Anyway, hopefully this helped. Thank you for watching What the Format. This is Mr. Hanna. Happy mathing.